Hello, my sweet subscribers. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming by today. I really do appreciate it. Today I'm going to be doing hashtag Altered Index 2025, and the prompt today is number 40, Heads in the Cloud. So before we get started on that, this is going to be a very quick video. Believe me when I say that this time. I will hear what God the Lord will speak, for he will speak peace into his people. Psalms 85:8. Because I live, ye shall live also. Oh, thank you. John 14:19. Alrighty, so my shout outs today: Debbie Kelly, Susan Gazaway's Paper Crafting, Candy's Crafty Creations, and Mary Jo Crafting and Dolls. Thank you, ladies, for your lovely comments, your well wishes, and prayers. I know I mentioned I had a doctor's appointment for my eye yesterday. Maybe I'll talk about that, and maybe I won't. Anyway, all is good. It's all good. I have one new sub, but I don't know who you are. If you could just leave me a comment and identify yourself as a new sub, I would love to send you a big hug. I'm sending you one anyway. If you happen to be watching, I appreciate you subscribing and supporting my channel, as I appreciate all of my subscribers. I truly, truly do, from the bottom of my heart. And these comments are just so such a blessing to me and to my life. I really appreciate it. All right, so today's prompt is Head in the Clouds. Now this is sponsored by Suzanne. Is it Suzanne? I always forget, I'm sorry. At Nonstop Paper Crafts. Let me see if I wrote it over here, because my mind just went blank on that. Yeah, Suzanne. So thank you, Suzanne, again for sponsoring this. I really do like doing these little index cards. Although this this prompt this week, well, it was thought-provoking, but I thought, what in the world can I do for it? So I've got this paper that has pretty blue sky that has clouds on it, and I kind of fussy cut out some of the clouds to use. And my first thought was to just put this airplane here, you know, flying through the sky, through the clouds. I'm sure most of you have probably flown. I know I've flown on a number of occasions, and it doesn't seem to matter how often I do. I'm always filled with wonder when I fly, just to know that there's all the principles of aerodynamics and everything keep that plane in the air. And of course this does not look like a passenger plane, but if it did, there would be rows of windows here, and the passengers, like I have done many times, would be looking out the window and just thinking about being above the clouds and in the clouds. And it's so, on a clear day, it is so awesome. I'm sure you have experienced that as well. So that was pretty simplistic, but this is pretty simplistic as well. I thought about somebody daydreaming, and I don't know if anybody's ever said to you, you know, pay attention to what you're doing, get your head out of the clouds. Well, I kind of thought of that when I thought of this lady here. It looks like she's sitting with her arms crossed, and of course, this was a portrait, and that's how her picture was taken. But to me, she looks like she's just sitting there, and she's thinking about where she wants to go and what she wants to be. And her head is just filled with all kinds of wonderful ideas, and it's so relaxing because it is like her head is in the clouds. And so I think I'm going to go with this image, even though I like the airplane. I love to travel. I'm not so wild about airplanes as I used to be, but I am still, you know, and I've flown many times. I've flown, you know, to France, and I've flown to to Ireland, and I've flown all over the United States. Made a lot of trips by myself, none overseas by myself. Those were with my daughter. And so I'm just going to put this lady here because right now her head is in the clouds and she is daydreaming and thinking about wonderful things. And it's just like being outside, I think, on a warm summer afternoon and laying back on the grass and looking at the clouds floating by, and your eyes can create all kinds of wonderful images out of those clouds. But she is definitely in the clouds contemplating something. We don't know what, but she's contemplating something. So I am just going to glue her down. I'm going to put my little airplane away for another day. I'm sure we'll use him sometime or another. I'm going to put these clouds down first. I kind of had to, like I said, fussy cut around them. Oops. Oh, too much glue. Ah. So I hope you all are doing well. I'm going to try to put up another video. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I didn't make a master board yesterday, and I really did kind of want to do that. But I was limited on my time because I had to go to the doctor. It was a much longer doctor appointment than I anticipated, and when I got back I was really tired. Just kind of worn out. So here's my lady with her head in the clouds. And yeah, very simple. I'm sure some of you can come up with something a lot more creative and thoughtful. But this is the best that I can do today. So I'm going to just glue this down here on this index card. I put, you know, these are so flimsy. I put another little piece of cardstock on there. I like to thicken them up a little bit. So let me glue this down, then I want around the corners. So don't forget, we have a new channel coming, and that's Mystic Creative Cottage with Tammy. And she told me last night she's planning on putting her first video up on Thursday. Now I don't have a time, but if I hear anything more, I'll definitely let you know, or when I see it's gone up, I definitely will post it. Because I'm very anxious for Tammy's channel. And Candy, you take care of yourself, you know, get to feeling better, take care of your family, and take care of you too. You can't take care of them if you don't take care of yourself, so. And ask me how I know that. All right, so there's my head in the clouds. I feel like I should put a label or something on here. Or brighten this up a little bit. I'd like to put some stickles in the clouds, but I don't want to wait for it to dry. I love those stickles. You know, I just started using those. And I love them, but they do take a long time to dry. Maybe I'll ink around this. I don't ink around everything I do, I know that. Some of these collages I don't ink around at all. And for this prompt I could have done with a smaller index card, but that's all right. I keep all my, I have a little paper clip. I have like a paper rack on this side of my desk, or the left side of my desk, and it's metal and it's got little metal shelves, and I keep odds and ends of papers in there, and then I put a paper clip on it to use as a hook. Like this. I just opened it up and it hangs on there, and I can hang my little index cards on there. It works out really well. And I haven't did my schedule in quite a long time. I need to sit down and do that. I was putting it on some smaller index cards, but I've been very haphazard about it. So let's just look at this for a minute and see. This was last week's card. Did I label it? No, I didn't label it. But this was boho. This was fun to make. And then we had garden. And a foreign language, I think. So I picked France. This was a French grammar book, and I put some pieces of ephemera representing France. And this one was fairies or fairy tales. So I made this little card. This was galaxy, I think. Here was my astronaut. This was a sewing one. This was week 33. So I came into this late, for sure. I think this was week 34. It was elephants. Was that the first one I did? It must have been. So anyway, I am enjoying this. Thank you again, Suzanne. This is a lot of fun. I feel I could have been done better on this if my thinking cap was a little working a little bit better. But unfortunately, I'm a little distracted today. So I'm going to just add this to the ring and hang it up on my little hook. So if you like this little quick video, please give me a thumbs up. If you can leave me a comment, that would really be wonderful. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you're a new subscriber, if you subscribed in the last few days, please leave me a comment so I know who you are. And because I would love to know who you are. I like to get to know my subscribers as much as possible. And I'm so thankful for the friends that I've been making while doing these YouTube videos. It's just such a marvelous thing. I love it. So I love each one of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your time with me. And I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye. Bye, everyone. I love you.